Welcome back to another video, guys. Things are going to be changing on the channel in the next coming weeks, so I have to be moving pretty quickly. Landlord and us agreed to get out as fast as possible so that we're not paying rent in two places for very long, right? But because I'm moving 200 miles away, I'm going to have to do a lot of moving, and really quickly. So, not moving to Idaho. I think one of you guys might think I am going there. But definitely moving someplace where I will be changing the plates as fast as I can, if you know what I'm saying. I just wanted to let you guys know that the frequency of the videos is probably going to come down just a bit. The good news is, though, where I'm going, I will have my own office. Like, bedroom, kid's bedroom, office. There will be two offices, one for myself and one for my woman who works. Really looking forward to getting a better condenser mic and being able to do just about all my videos in front of it, because I feel bad about the quality of the Airpod videos. The mic that I use right now is actually, it's a decent USB condenser mic. It's like a $40 portable one, but you're hearing it in a hardwood floor room, so you have this echo. It's not terrific. It's not the worst thing ever. Better than AirPods for sure, but I wanted to give you a little bit of an update there. And so just don't expect the videos every single morning for a little while. I will certainly be getting back to it. And not only that, but I'm going to probably start being a little bit more focused for the Romans 12:2 channel. I mean, Romans 12:2 is my favorite passage out of the Bible, so we are definitely going to probably, most likely, stick to the more Christian and the red pill stuff. You know, stuff that's basically all written in the Bible, the Word of God. I definitely love doing book reviews, but I'm probably going to create a new channel for book reviews. And I realize that we're not all intellectuals, right? Not all of us read books, and I love reading, and I want to review them, but I want to do that in a separate channel format now, and I think I'm going to actually probably start using my camera for that too. We'll keep my political views off of that channel for the most part, and be a little bit more public facing on that channel. And possibly some other stuff too, you know, we'll see. But I think I'm gonna at least split my channel up a little bit. I did want to tell you guys that I was on Social Galactic today. By the way, I got my email updated. This is not my private email. This is my YouTube email, so please share it here. And this gentleman, who I should be following because he's awesome, Gavin. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't know that Vox and Jesse Lee Peterson have done interviews and did one recently. Recently as in the last 2 years, but it's really good to see these two come together on a video. Vox summarizes a lot of the stuff he talks about on his dark stream, particularly Christianity, particularly the problem with the people in the West and conservatives. At this point in time, he's literally talking about weightlifting and why it's so important. Guys, I don't just want to make videos shilling for my favorite authors and commentators and whatnot, but you guys should absolutely check out both of these men. Vox Day, whose blog is on Vox Populi, it's here, it's voxday.blogspot.com, keeps it very real, guys. He is not like Breitbart or some other BS where they're always praising the right. He definitely knows the problems with the right wing, and he definitely predicts the end of America. And I think his predictions are absolutely accurate. They're probably better than anything we got. He is incredibly smart about the Bible. He is very red-pilled. He basically moved out of the United States because he knows how effed it is, based on what happened to his dad. And he's the author of some really awesome books, like that fantasy novel that I just did a review on, A Throne of Bones. He's written all of those. He's also written great books like The Irrational Atheist and SJW's Always Lie. Highly recommend you guys do a deep dive and go down the Vox Day rabbit hole. Probably the most honest and one of the best of the conservative. I'm not going to call him conservative. I'm going to call him Christian nationalist podcasters or authors or whatever you want to call it. He did create Social Galactic, which is my favorite of these social networks. It's private and curated. You can't just hop on it for free, which has got its advantages for sure. But yeah, and then I check his blog every day. The other guy here is Jesse Lee Peterson. Jesse Lee Peterson is from Southern California. He has a very famous radio show that's on Monday through Friday every morning from 6 a.m. West Coast time till about 10, I think. It's a 3 or 4 hour show. Every morning, it's a call-in show, so people call him for advice. And some of the advice he gives is awesome, but he basically does his best to steer people on the proper Christian path. I really do like the advice that he offers. He's the one who says, make sure you get right with your mom and dad no matter how fucked up they were. He's the one who says, beta male! I don't know if you've ever seen that meme. It's from him. He's hilarious, but his advice is so real. And to see both of these two on video talking to each other, I had no idea. So I was literally listening and watching this today, I should say. But yeah, would highly recommend you guys even check out this particular video. I will put the link in the description. I want to give a shout out to this guy, Gavin. I don't know if he's very popular on Social Galactic or what, but I really, really do appreciate you sharing this today, man. This is the best thing I've watched today. Give me the other ones if there's other ones too, Gavin. Hook it up. But yeah, I mean, that's basically just what I wanted to go over with you guys. I know you guys like a little bit of the political stuff. I think you'll learn more from these two than you will from a lot of the others out there. My journey, right? I don't even know if I've told you guys this, but I mean, 10 years ago, in 2010, I would have been considered a liberal. I would have been considered an atheist. I definitely was pretty agnostic / atheist, had certainly not come to Christ yet. And I mean, 10 years ago, we still had Barack Obama in our first term, and I voted for him again. I was definitely not red-pilled. I was definitely not leaning to the right. I got into guys like Steven Crowder and some of the other more well-known ones like PragerU and all that stuff, but I don't do those anymore. I think those are also converged. These are the guys that you should take seriously. Jesse Lee Peterson, Vox Day. I'm going to link both of their YouTube channels. Jesse Lee Peterson is every morning, early morning, and then Vox comes on right now he's on doing a stream about once every 72 hours, but highly recommend you check out Unauthorized TV. Unauthorized TV is how you get access to Social Galactic, which is a private social network. And let me tell you guys, I have a Twitter, I have a Gab, I have a Parler, and I get nothing compared to activity on those that I do here. I feel like I've made friends and family right here on Social Galactic. But you get the dark stream, which is Vox Day's streams. Like the last one he was talking about, Stefan Molyneux, who just got deplatformed. Stefan was also one of the big ones that I used to follow. Kind of stopped following him, but Stefan was all about IQ science, which is absolutely real. Owen Benjamin is probably the most famous part of Unauthorized. Owen was a former LA Hollywood stand-up comedian, and basically drew the line at the trans kids, said F that. No more trans kids. This is all BS. This is fucked up. And he got kicked out of Hollywood. And as you guys may or may not know, he now lives on a homestead out, I think, in Washington State with his goats and his chickens and his wife and his 3 kids. He's definitely someone to be looking up to as well. And he's hilarious, by the way. But highly recommend you guys hop on these platforms. They don't pay me for saying this, but this is kind of like what I spend my time on the internet now. Like, I used to be a gamer. I used to be all about hopping on Steam and playing one of the hundreds of games that I have at any given time. Now I'm intellectual. I read because I want to constantly be in a state of learning, and I listen to a lot of what these folks have to say. So just so you know where I get a lot of my ideas from, this man who does the dark stream, this man who does his morning show. I forget what it's at. I think it's just called the Jesse Lee Peterson Show. Anyway, I actually didn't really feel inspired to do a video today, but then I saw this and I really wanted to give a shout out to the man who provided the link here on Social Galactic, and let you guys know that this video is definitely worth watching. Vox talks about Christianity, which, I call the real Christianity, not churchanity. Go figure out what churchins are. You might want to look that up, see what I'm talking about. But just a short commentary on this, as I felt inspired to do it. As I said, my videos are going to be just a little less frequent coming up, and may do a couple different formats on separate channels. But I'm still in the middle of reading There Will Be War, and I'm tempted to actually do reviews on every short story that I'm coming across in there, because they're all pretty fantastic in their own way. It is a series of short stories. When I bought the book, I actually thought it was going to be like a gigantic science fiction novel, which is not the case at all. It's a series of short stories, which is a lot different than what I'm used to reading. But anyway, I will be talking about that in the near future as well. But anyway, guys, I hope to be in touch with you. Please drop comments here and talk to me on Social Galactic over the next couple of weeks, as I will be leaving this communist globalist state for another lesser converged one. It's not perfect, though. It's not a perfect state. It's not a red state, but it's certainly less blue. Anyway, love you guys. Have a good one.